of your life and support you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Another year-end blowout at your Seeger Toyota of St. Robert. This time it's for pre-owned vehicles. We have you covered with over 160 nice, road-ready, pre-owned vehicles to choose from, plus over 18 different makes of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, starting at only $99.88. And the majority come with a lifetime engine warranty. Our choices currently are some of the best we've ever had, and 12 lenders, including credit unions, banks, and Toyota Financial, are ready to help you with great terms and rates. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from your friends at Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart, or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit, warranty applies to vehicles with less than 85,000 miles and less than 10 years old.
And a very good evening to you and yours here at the Norwood High School Gymnasium. Norwood, Missouri, about an hour and a half away from my home base over in Waynesville, where we are all set for sectional round basketball. The Crocker Lady Lions, Class 2 District 9 girls basketball champions. They're looking at a run for a state title. They have officially qualified the final 16 teams. And of course, the run starts here tonight. Connor Harbin here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Already a bit of a packed house here in Norwood. Both teams have traveled extremely well. Of course, obviously Norwood, they are the pseudo home team here today. They've kind of changed up how they do sectional rounds. Usually it would be at a neutral site. Well, this year it depends. If you can hold a lot of people, well, you can host a sectional game. If you can't, well, then you're going to be hosting at a neutral site. So Norwood is the former, which means we are at Norwood High School, which means Crocker is essentially playing on the road for this round of 16 game. But of course, the Lady Lions, they have proven themselves to be more than capable here this season. One of many 20-win teams across the tournament. And of course, one of a handful of 20-win teams in this tournament here as well. They're playing a similar team today in the Norwood Lady Pirates. So we will go ahead and see who has the better of it here today, as Crocker tries to get a little bit of revenge for their rival as well. Of course, flashback to last year, District 9 champions, the Iberia Lady Rangers, a game we had for you over in Lebanon. It was Iberia who got knocked out by Norwood. I believe Norwood, don't remember what they did from there. I will go ahead and tell you, we can't really do any deep dive history checks here today. It's an interesting reason, and we'll get to that, but Norwood did knock Iberia out, so Crocker trying to do maybe a little bit of a favor for their rivals after, of course, defeating their rivals in the district championship game by, knocking out Norwood here this year. So I mentioned we can't do any deep dives here today. Well, I am on Norwood School Internet. I was warned by the AD before I came on out here, hey, our signal is a little rough. He was not lying. So I'm on the school Wi-Fi here today. And of course, if you work in a school or you've ever been near a school and you kind of have to use their Wi-Fi, sometimes websites get blocked for various reasons. Of course, security is, of course, the biggest thing. Well, the Misha website is blocked. I have never seen that before. Obviously, the Misha website, not really a malicious website, but obviously you have a lot of technical things that I may or may not understand, a lot of technical security wizardry, and so I can't get up all the stats that I usually have. But I did call in a couple of favors, got a few screenshots here for you. Crocker 22-6 on the season, of course, only had to play 2 games to get their district crown. Played as the 1 seed, played Wakeway in the opening round, were able to defeat the Lady Hornets on their home floor, that's actually the boys' game for you. I pulled up the wrong one. How about this one? February 21st, of course, defeated the Lady Hornets 50-39 there in that one. Had to hold off a hard-charging Lakeway squad. That trend would actually continue on into that championship game as they faced the Lady Rangers. Remember, had a 15-point halftime lead. They were eventually able to hold on, though. They pulled back out and won by 7 after seeing that lead erased to about, I believe it was as close as 4 in that district championship game. Of course, the Crocker team led by a bunch of young superstars and also some senior leadership as well. One of their biggest strengths is the fact that you have pretty much talented players all the way up and down the roster. Of course, Lexi Ament, she has been the one here this season. She's been a bit of a superstar in her freshman season for the Lady Lions. She's helped Crocker maybe defy expectations. You know, you talk to a few people before the season. Obviously, you don't really watch a lot of middle school basketball. You don't really do a whole lot of scouting there. You know what you only know what you know. But obviously, nobody really saw the rise of Lexi Ament other than Crocker, of course. She's really led Crocker to a great season. But of course, she has plenty of help. Obviously, you've got Emma Ruth as well, the go-getter on defense. Also likes to create the fast break. We'll look for her to do a little bit here today. Of course, you got Carly York inside. Olivia Hayes, the three-point threat. She's also just a sophomore. And then, of course, you got players coming off the bench there as well. Tessa Danielson has been impressive over these last few district games. So Crocker is ultimately a good team all the way up and down the roster. And, of course, head coach Tom Bildner, he's done an excellent job here this season. So can't say enough good things about the Crocker Lady Lions here this season. Norwood, again, I do not know a whole lot about Norwood, as, of course, Norwood, we don't see them all too often there, but Norwood, meanwhile, they went through their districts. They had to play 3 games to get on through to this sectional game here tonight. Trying to find the man who sent me the text. There we go. Norwood again went 3-0. Beat Kabul by 40 in the opening round, 72-32. Then beat Gainesville by 30, 51-21. Both Norwood and Gainesville members of the Summit Conference. And then, of course, they would beat Bakersfield in that final round of district play, 62-49. By the way, also got some more info. Big thank you to everybody who's texting me right now, kind of helping me through my pregame here. It was a 4th place finish for Norwood, lost to New Haven by 1. So this was a good Norwood squad. I definitely do recognize a few names from last year's game, so I'm going to fully expect the Lady Pirates to come out firing. Obviously, you don't get to the final 16 without a whole lot of talent there. Let's go ahead and take one timeout. We'll take one timeout. We will come back. And, of course, we'll be ever closer to the start of tonight's matchup between the Crocker Lady Lions and the Norwood Lady Pirates. We're back in about 2 minutes or so. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round. Crocker and Norwood right here on 97.9 The Source.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
And again, back here once more at the Norwood High School Gymnasium. Packed crowd here tonight for tonight's sectional round matchup. Again, the Crocker Lady Lions playing a road game for their first round of 16 contest, taking on the Norwood Lady Pirates. Two 20-plus win teams set to go at it here tonight. But before we get to this one, I want to go ahead and mention a little bit our postseason schedule. Of course, this is the first of hopefully many postseason games for us here in this season. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we might be covering. We are pretty much guaranteed through the rest of this week. Obviously, well, actually, Tuesday, I have something maybe in the books. We can't really put it on notice just yet. We're still working things behind the scenes. But, of course, Tuesday, make sure you stay tuned for that one. But Wednesday and Thursday, I definitely know we are going to be heading out toward the St. Louis area over to Parkway South High School. We've got Waynesville girls and boys district action. Of course, the girls will be on Wednesday. They will be taking on the Parkway South Patriots. And so it'll be yet another, essentially, road game for an area contest. That is a 4 o'clock game, so make sure you stay tuned. 3:45 is going to be your pregame for that one. Again, live from Manchester, a suburb of St. Louis. And again, they'll be taking on Parkway South. Then we'll follow that up on Thursday. The Waynesville boys, they received the 8th seed, so they'll be playing the first game of the day. 4 games to be played on that Thursday, but they will also play at 4 o'clock. They'll be taking on number 1 seed Eureka. Eureka did get the number 1 seed there, so both teams will try to make a run. Again, Waynesville girls first, Waynesville boys second. Both games at 4 o'clock. Very easy to remember, 3:45 pregame. Friday is where it gets a little bit cloudy because we don't know, obviously, some results here. We could have a couple of teams eligible for this one. Of course, Crocker, if they win here tonight, the quarterfinals will be on Friday. They will play the winner of the Crane and Miller game. Of course, that is being played same time here tonight, so we may or may not get a result there from that one, but the winner does move on to play Crane and Miller on March the 1st. Also, if the Waynesville girls win, they will move on to semis on that day as well. If they both win, obviously, it's a good problem to have, but we'll have to make a choice there. Obviously, can't play 2 places at one time. From there, we'll just kind of move forward, but for now, I think that's where we'll go and stop, as we got the national anthem coming up next. We'll take a couple minutes. We'll be right back, and of course, we'll get you going. This Class 2 sectional round, Crocker and Norwood, coming up next, 97.9 The Source.
This is Richard at Paul's Furniture. If you're looking for a huge selection of name brand furniture like Ashley, FlexSteel, Bedcraft, we've got it all in stock and ready to go at the very best prices that you can. And on top of that, we're going to give you 12 months, same as cash financing. We're going to give you your free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the number 1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Come to Paul's Furniture for the best furniture at the best prices.
Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue, and get the Napa know-how. Wintertime driving is tough. You don't want to wait to get caught off guard. That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, certainly applies to wintertime driving. Napa batteries, windshield wipers, jumper cables, battery chargers, all the good stuff to keep your vehicle looking and running its best is what you'll find at your Napa parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply opens 7 days a week just off Missouri Avenue.
And again, here at Norwood High School, an hour and a half away from our home base in St. Robert, about an hour 45 from Crocker, I'd presume. We are just about to get going with tonight's sectional round matchup. 16 teams remain in Class 2, and the Crocker Lady Lions are one of them. They face the Norwood Lady Pirates here tonight. Crocker is, of course, the road team here today. They will be wearing their bright blues with the bright blue shorts and, of course, the white numbering and trim as well. Meanwhile, Norwood, they'll be wearing their white jerseys, white shorts, and the blue numbering and trim as well. We're getting a lot of blue in the gymnasium here tonight. I kind of stand out. I'm wearing red here today, so, well, it is what it is. But let's go and get your starting lineups here for this matchup here. First of all, we take a look at the Crocker Lady Lions, again coming in with a record of 22-6, officially a 20-win season here for the Lady Lions. As we take a look here at Crocker first, it will be, of course, Alexis Ament or Lexi Ament here, of course, the freshman guard getting the start. We're going to do the alternating thing here as well, starting here for Norwood. That will be the junior forward, Autumn Gunter. And then over there for Crocker, of course, it will be the sophomore, Gretchen Candy. Now back over to Norwood here. It will be Quincy Vestal who gets the start. Vestal is a junior forward. And then starting here for Crocker, it will be, of course, junior forward Carly York. Another starter here for Norwood. That will be Gentry DeVault. DeVault is a sophomore center. Look for her to work in the post. Don't see a lot of pure centers listed in rosters these days. But, of course, Crocker will have out there. That'll be Olivia Hayes, sophomore guard. Final starter here for Norwood, fourth starter here for Norwood will be Jaden Chambers, one of the players I do remember from that game last year. And then, of course, the final starter for Crocker will be senior Emma Ruth. Final starter here for Norwood will be Addie Gray, a sophomore forward. So for Crocker, again, it is Hayes, it is Ruth, it is York, it is Candy, it is Ament. And over for Norwood, you've got Chambers, Gray, Vestal, DeVault, and Gunter. Of course, I am Connor Harbit. Big welcome to anyone listening from Crocker here tonight. Also, big welcome to anyone listening online, maybe from Norwood here today. I know I gave out the website, the radio station, to a few people questioning from Norwood here today. So if you are listening in, welcome. And I'm sorry you have to put up with me for the next 4 quarters. To jump here for Crocker, it will be Carly York. To jump here for Norwood, it will be Autumn Gunter. As we get it ready to go here, our officials. They approach the circle, ball is up. Opening tip's going to be won here by Norwood, and immediately an open layup here for Jaden Chambers. A designed tip play gets him a wide open layup, and it's Norwood already on the board. Crocker going to break a bit of a full court press here on the move. Trying to throw it to York on the block, but they'll throw it out of bounds. Pass was a little too high here for York, and it will come back here with Norwood. Again, Norwood won sectional rounds last year against the Class 2 District 9 champion, the Iberia Lady Rangers. Crocker trying to avoid the same fate here tonight. It's Gunter on the left wing, pass to the baseline now. With it now, that is Gentry DeVault. DeVault going to have it stripped away. I think it was York who got a hand on it. We'll get a jump, and arrows pointing over toward Crocker. So again, 2-0 here early on, just 30 seconds into this one. Lots of Crocker representation in the crowd here tonight. Here's a ball lobbed, but it didn't find its intended target. Was trying to hit Ament. Ament wasn't actually there for it. 3-pointer, right wing, no good. Rebounded here by Hayes. Crocker won't pay for it here. As they again try to tie this one up, or maybe, as we've seen, take that nice shot from outside and take an early lead. Here's Hayes trapped though in the corner, trying to pass it out of bounds, but throws it off the leg of DeVault. She's able to keep it in bounds. Here's a shot blocked by Chambers. Out of bounds, bounced off the head of Chambers as it goes out of bounds, and it will be Crocker ball. Ball comes inbounded here to Ament. Ament already behind the Crocker defense. This turns into a 2-on-1 fast break. York on the right block. She's fouled, and she's going to the line shooting too. Ament created the lob, or got the lob off the inbounds pass. Was immediately behind 4 Norwood defenders. Of course, had the 2-on-1 fast break. Decided to pass to York. York fouled by, again, I think that was on DeVault. Yep, her first. And York will stand at the line as she hits number 1. So back to a 1-point game, 2-1. Second free throw, also good here for York. And we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Coming across the half-court line here, Addie Gray, now to Gunter on the left wing. To the top of the key here, on over to Vestal. Vestal back to Gunter. Gunter 3-pointer, that was blocked, but right into the hands of DeVault. Ended up being a pass more than anything. DeVault turns around and hits the shot off the left block. 4-2 in favor of Norwood. That full court press still causing Crocker a lot of problems, but they'll find it once again. Here comes Candy. Candy back to York. York on the left block. Got the bunny off the back of the rim. Almost put it too hard off the glass there, but she got it to go. And we're tied back up once again, 4-4. Already 2 ties here in this game. Gunter on the left wing. Top of the key, back on over here too. That'll be Gray. Gunter again. Gunter now going to put that ball on the floor. 1 dribble. Tries to pass it to the baseline. Candy got a hand on it and sent it out of bounds. It does remain here. Norwood ball. Inbound right in front of where the majority of the Crocker faithful are here tonight. To the right wing here. Top of the key here to Gunter. Gunter going to put the ball on the floor to the right elbow. Out to the left wing now. It's Addie Gray again. To the baseline DeVault. Trying to work it inside to Chambers. She has it. Back out to the wing. 3-pointer for Gray is good. Addie Gray good for 3. First shot from outside tonight. 7-4, Norwood leads. Emma Ruth, a lot of trouble, but another lob. Gets it to Candy. Candy just going to let everyone go by. She stops top of the key. Candy in a little bit of trouble here. Goes to the left wing, on over to Ament. Now to the left corner here. Candy driving in, fadeaway shot, no good. York ends up with it. York lost it. Crocker almost got the same thing back the other way. A block shot almost turned into 2, but York just couldn't hang on to that block shot. Norwood a chance to take the first 2 possession lead of the game now. Still 5:20 left to go here in quarter number 1. Gunter left wing, top of the key to the right side. It is, again, that's Vestal. Here's the baseline. DeVault back out to the opposite wing. To the block. No, stolen away by Candy. is able to get around Chambers and come up with another Crocker steal. Olivia Hayes bringing it up the floor here, left sideline, almost carried it. Got away with it though, drives on in. Now she's going to be called for the travel. It's a little bit out of control coming down the floor. Crocker turnover. Substitution here. First time we've seen freshman Tessa Danielson into the game here. Of course, mentioned Danielson, definitely had herself a good stretch during district play. Scored 8 in that district championship game. One of the leading scorers in that one. Chambers, top of the key. Left wing Gunter. Squared up to the basket, but she'll pass it off here to Gray. Gray off to Chambers once again. To the left wing again, Gunter. To the corner. Gray going to look for back-to-back threes here. This one rims out, and it's rebounded by Ruth. Ruth going to look to go down the floor here. Bounce pass all the way to York. Threaded the needle there. Layup missed it off the front of the rim. It's a loose rebound. Therefore, it is Chambers, but we get a foul. It's going to be called here on Emma Ruth. So Ruth going to be called for her first foul. First team foul called on the Lady Lions tonight. And we'll get our first Norwood substitution. Checking in here is Haley Hall, senior guard. She replaces, looks like, Vestal. So again, after the Crocker foul, it's Norwood basketball. Crocker just simply picking them up in the half court tonight. No full court press just yet. Scrabe will come across, should be picked up by Ruth. Crocker does look like they're falling back, though, into a zone. As here's a ball tip, trying to pass it to the wing. Ruth comes up with a steal. She's behind the defense here. Left side layup, good. That's the best part about Ruth. She can jump those passes. She's very quick. She'll get down the floor in a hurry and get you back into this one. Back to 7-6. Under 4 minutes to go now in this first quarter. Not as loud a gym as I've had in a long time here. Three-pointer from the corner. Air ball, way too long. And that'll be Crocker basketball. This Norwood gym, very nice. Reminds me of Lakeway, in fact. You know me, I love my sunken gymnasiums. They got one here in Norwood. Here's a long pass down the floor. Is it too long, though? DeVault got a hand on it, but Ruth is there to pick it up. She'll give it to the right block. Ament missed the bunny. It was a good thought. Deserved a better finish. Ament, though, going to pick up her rebound. Fade away, good. Well, she'll still get it done. Missed the first shot, but fought for her own rebound. She has her first two, and Crocker takes its first lead here at 8-7. The left wing with it, Hall. Top of the key now, Gunter. Gunter picked up by Ruth. Back to the wing, to the baseline, DeVault. DeVault trying to get around York here, now ends up under the basket. She'll send it out to the right corner here to Gunter once more. Gunter, lob pass, left block. Pass it all the way across the lane. DeVault again posting up on York, off the backboard, off the rim and in. DeVault, your leading scorer here for the Lady Pirates early on. That's her second bucket of the night, and here's another long pass down the floor. Crocker trying to save it. They couldn't. It's stolen by Norwood. It's full court press. Crocker's going to have to develop an answer tonight. Gunter in the corner, pump fake. Now picks up the dribble here. Guarded closely here by Danielson. To the wing, DeVault. Couple dribbles to her left, now going to pick it up. Long pass across the way, left wing three, Addie Gray. No, back to the rim. Rebounded though here by Gunter. Possession will continue on. She'll bring it back out to the corner. Now the wing. Top of the key again, Gray. 2:30 now left to go in the first half. Ruth going to get out and guard there around the volleyball line. They'll pass it back to the baseline. Going to her left is DeVault. Middle of the lane now. Opposite wing to Hall. Back to the corner, Gray. Now guarded by Candy. Pass going into DeVault. Spins to her right. Posting up on Gray. Nice little high-low action. Missed the shot short. Got her own rebound. And Gunter will put it in. High-low action there, but Crocker quickly breaks the full court press. Pass across the lane here to an open Danielson, who got the layup for two. Well, Crocker's a little hit and miss here right now with this full court press. Sometimes they get the easy layup, sometimes they throw it away. Guess that's just the nature of things here. Gray on the left wing. Now Gunter on the right side. Over to Hall. Hall guarded by Danielson. Baseline DeVault. DeVault has an open pass across the lane. Got it to Gunter for another easy two. Gunter that time snuck behind the defense. And it's 13-10 Lady Pirates lead. Handy all the way in. Shot blocked out of bounds by DeVault. And we'll have a substitution here for Norwood. Back in the ball game now, Quincy Vestal. She comes in for Hall. By the way, Norwood coached by Wayne Jessen, assisted by Courtney DeVault. Forgot to mention that during your starting lineups. Ruth will inbound here to Candy. Candy thought about the mid-range jumper. Now she'll take it. Contested shot. Grazed the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by DeVault. A minute and a half left to go in the first. Still 13-10 Norwood. Ball to Chambers. No, Chambers couldn't hang on. Candy's got the steal. Another fast break here. Candy goes all the way in. Layup good. Candy's got her first two. Fifth different score tonight for the Lions. 13-12. Again, just over a minute now. Another ball tip. This one finds the hands of Vestal. Top of the key Duvall here. Lob over to the wing now, Gray. Gray going inside to Chambers. Chambers again to the block. Gunter working hard in there. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound again. Crocker's got to do a better job rebounding against Gunter here. She's got more second chance points. She's got 6 now. Ruth dribbling it hard down the right sideline, but she'll bring it back out to the wing. Pass to the top of the key. Stolen here by Chambers. Chambers, the layup is good. 5-point game now for Norwood. 17-12. 30 seconds to go in this quarter. We've had a lot of fast and furious action here. Of course, we know Crocker's capable of that. Norwood, though, well, they're very game tonight. Emma Ruth, top of the key. 20 seconds left to go now. Pass to the left block. York turns around. Missed it long. Out of bounds. They'll say last touch here by Crocker. And Norwood might get the final shot here of this quarter here. Chance to make it a 3-possession game. Only would need 2 to do that here. Obviously, lots of time left in this one, but facts are facts. 11 seconds to go in the first now. Top of the key, Chambers. Over to the wing now, Gray. 5 seconds left to go here in the period. To the corner now. Vestal takes the pass. Has a mid-range jumper at the end of the quarter. Backboard no good. They won't get the shot off in time off the rebound. And it will be a 5-point game after one. 17-12. Crocker trails Norwood here in this one. We'll be back in 60 seconds for quarter number 2. You're listening to the sectional round. Crocker Norwood here on 97.9 The Source.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
At Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center, our cutting-edge cardiology services ensure your heart stays strong so that you can be there for all of life's important events. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert care, and a dedication to continual improvement, we're your trusted partner in heart health. Count on us to ensure you're there for the moments that matter most. Cheering at your grandkids' sporting events, reeling in that big fish, or walking your daughter down the aisle. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Just starting the second quarter here in Norwood. Addie Gray with the basketball. Norwood going to take a top of the key 3. Autumn Gunter missed it. Rebound goes to the left. Ball in the corner. They'll say it was last touched by Chambers. Tried to save it, couldn't. And it is Crocker ball. 17-12 our score. Connor Harbert here with you tonight. 97.9 The Source. Also online, myozarksonline.com. Sometimes I don't talk about online option enough. Guess I'll promo myself later on here once we get some dead time. Emma Ruth on the right wing. Over to Lexia Ment. A step to her left. Free throw line. Gretchen Candy going to pop the jumper. Back of the rim. Caught the hop and it falls. Crocker's done most of its work tonight on the block. But this time, it's Candy popping the jumper from the free throw line. 17-14. Back to 3 now. Gray off 2. Now to the lob. Gunter. Gunter shot blocked by Candy into the hands of York. Big block there for Candy. And now it's a Ment coming across center of the floor. Going to be picked up by Chambers. Norwood, by the way, they're in a man-to-man defense. Ball comes to the corner here. Lexia Ment going inside now. Candy going to try to go across the lane here. A little bit overthrown, but York runs it down. She'll have to kick it back out to the wing, though, over to Ruth. Ruth, now Danielson. Danielson remains in the ball game here. Again, your 6th man for Crocker. Here's a pass coming inside. Carly York got twisted up, though, lost it, and it's picked up by DeVault. DeVault will pass it off to Gray here. And they'll come back the other way. Gray going to flip one here to Chambers. Chambers to the middle of the lane. Gunter out to the corner. It's going to be a 3-pointer. Quincy Vestal, nothing but net. Vestal for 3. Now all 5 starters for Norwood have scored in this one. And it's a 6-point ball game here. 20-14. Already 2 minutes gone by here in this second. This game has just kind of flown away. They're letting them play tonight. Gretchen Candy top of the key. We've had a little bit of contact, but ultimately just the 2 fouls thus far. Here at the top of the key, Ament. Ament going to try to match for 3. No, way too far to the left. It's rebounded by DeVault. DeVault down the floor. Gunter to the wing again, over to Vestal. Here in the corner, it's Gunter again. Going toward her left, guarded very closely by Danielson. Now off to DeVault. Gunter going to try to post up. Didn't have it, but they'll have the pass inside here to Vestal. Vestal shot's blocked, but a foul is going to be called. And Norwood's going to the line for the first time tonight. Of course, you look around here in this Norwood High School gymnasium, lots of success in various different sports. 1A, 2A. Of course, they play in the Summit Conference. First free throw here for Quincy Vestal falls through. She's got 4 now. These 2 teams did have a few similar opponents or common opponents this season, but again, couldn't access the Misha website. Second free throw, no good. So it'll stay a 7-point game for now, 21-14. I know they had similar results against those common opponents. Carly York, left wing, top of the key, Candy. Trying to find a cutting Ament. Ament on the right block. Going toward her left, fade away, no good. And it's rebounded by Chambers. She's going to look to push it down the floor here. Candy and Ruth are both back. She'll stop on a dime, right elbow out to the wing. Here's Gray to the top of the key, over to DeVault. Brings it to the right elbow, to the wing, to the corner now, Gunter. Big pump fake, now driving baseline. But she'll stop and get it back out to the wing here, Gray. DeVault again, left elbow. Squares up to the basket, back outside again. Quickly rotating around the perimeter, Gunter. Guarded by Candy. Leaving a little bit of that baseline open, didn't take it. Said they'll just pass it back amongst themselves. To the block, DeVault across the lane here. Chambers has it for 2. Chambers has 6, and it's a new largest lead here at 9. 23-14, Ament, runner through the lane, missed it off the rim, rebounded by Chambers. Chambers left sideline here, looking for their first double-digit lead of the game now. To the corner, Gray. Gray gonna pop the 3, good. Addie Gray has her second 3 of the game, and it's a 12-point game, 26-14. Here with 4:24 to go in quarter number 2. Timeout taken by Crocker. It's a full timeout. We'll match. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round here on 97.9 The Source.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville, and online at lowechevy.com.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Back here after the full Crocker timeout, the Lady Lions, they have a hole to dig themselves out of here. They trail by 12, halfway to go here in this second quarter. Again, 26-14, pass to Ruth on the right block. Going to hit a cutting York. York is fouled. No, they're going to call a travel first. The travel came before the foul. I'll tell you, it definitely was a foul. But unfortunately, again, the travel comes first. So Norwood takes over here. Second quarter has solidly been in the hands of the Pirates. They've outscored Crocker here 9-2. Lob comes in here. Ball was overthrown, but touched by Danielson. Should have just let it go by. They'll cut Norwood a break here, and they'll inbound from underneath. BT Dubs now have the info on the common opponents. Next dead ball, we'll go over it here. Like I said, similar results the few teams that these teams have seen. Inbounds pass to DeVault here. Might have stepped to the lane, might have traveled, but ultimately doesn't matter here. As the shot was missed, Crocker got the rebound. 3:45 to go. Danielson on the right wing. Guarded by Gunter. Again, Norwood in that man-to-man. Left wing, Ament, pump fake, driving on inside. Floater from the baseline, missed it. Crocker's just gone cold here in this quarter. And Norwood's got another rebound. Vestal on the left wing, top of the key. Going to the elbow now is DeVault. DeVault going to try to look to drive on York here, but stops in the middle of the lane. Finds Vestal, baseline now Chambers. And she'll bring it back out to the wing here. Approaching the 3-minute mark now. As Chambers comes up to the free throw line. Left wing Vestal, top of the key Gunter. Norwood remaining very, very patient at the moment. They wait for something to develop. Gray, though, going to try to change that. She's on the drive, missed it, but it's a rebound here for Chambers. They'll rotate it back out. Gunter, big pump fake. Got Candy to bite, takes the three, way too long. Crocker's going to let it roll out of bounds, and it will be Lady Lion basketball. So these two teams both hold a big win over Conway this season. Crocker won 52-12. Norwood won 67-29. Both teams did lose to Licking here this season. Of course, the Lady Cats lost in the district championship game this year. And then both teams also beat Stoutland as well. Emma Ruth going to throw it away here. Bit out of control on the drive. Slung one toward the Norwood bench. Another Crocker possession here. Going to fall short. 2:35 now on the clock here in this half. Pass to the right wing, Chambers. Left relatively unguarded here, but she's going to find a pass to the right block. Whistle, foul. Again, I think it's another clean block, but unfortunately, they're going to tag here Carly York for the foul elsewhere. Candy got a clean block there, but I guess York got too much of the body, and so they're going to call that for the foul. So York picks up her first. At the line again, Autumn Gunter. Second trip to the line tonight for Norwood, hits the first, 27-14. Gunter now your leading scorer with 7. Second one on the way. It's also good. 8 now for Gunter. Crocker being doubled up now, 28-14. Big possession here, I think. All the momentum squarely in Norwood's favor. You got to get some of that back. Danielson lost the dribble, but York's there to pick it up. To the left wing, Emma Ruth for 3. No, front of the rim, rebounded by Chambers. Chambers up the left sideline here. Somebody's got to cut her off. It'll be Danielson. Tries to go through the middle of the lane. She's tagged for the carry. Carry violation. You never think about it until it's actually called. But that does get the Lady Lions the basketball here. Again, they got to find any points, I think. Emma Ruth across half court. Screen set by Ament. Ruth to her left. Now picks up the dribble. Goes across the court to Danielson. Danielson guarded by Gunter. Free throw line. Driving in now. Left. Lost it again. Just cannot seem to hang on to a dribble tonight. And it's Norwood ball. So Danielson would check out. Olivia Hayes back in now. So back to your starting 5 here for the Lions. Gray brings it across. Pass to the left wing, Chambers. Going to the corner. Back to the wing now, DeVault. Dribbles to the right elbow now, all the way in. Layup, back of the rim, but rebounded by Chambers. Chambers over York, good. More second chance points. That's been kind of silently a killer tonight for Crocker too. The turnovers and the second chance points. And it's a 16-point game, 30-14. Ruth to the corner now, spins back toward her left. 1:05 now. Wing-to-wing pass over to Hayes. Hayes to the elbow, back out to the corner, Candy. Candy moving right baseline. Throws up the shot from about 8, missed it. Rebounded by nobody, will get a jump. That stays with Crocker, 57.5 now on the clock. Lexi Ament, right wing, going on in. Dribbled the ball off, I think, her foot. Bounces out of bounds here, but fortunately it was touched by Gunter. Crocker hangs on to it here. They'll inbound from the baseline. Ruth, she'll be the one here. To the left wing, Candy. Candy on the elbow, middle of the lane. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Gunter. Crocker has just not been able to make anything here in this quarter. They're not bad shots. just cannot find the net. Chambers off to the elbow here. DeVault going to hand it off to Chambers here. Goes to the middle of the lane. Had it stripped, though, by Lament. And Candy's got the steal. 29 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Candy will stop at the wing. Has to pick up the dribble. Got away from Chambers to Ruth. Now to the left wing, Ament. Ament to her right. Going to float a pass off to Candy. Candy posting up here. Shot may have been tipped. Ends up short. And it's rebounded by DeVault. 8 seconds left here. Norwood pass to the left wing. Chambers back over to DeVault. DeVault off to Gray. Gray left open for the three. Off the front of the rim. No good. It's rebounded, though, by Gunter. Gunter is going to get the shot off. Count it. 32-14 here at the break. Crocker boxed everyone out, but forgot to go get the ball. And that gives Gunter time to pick it up and put it in for an 18-point lead. Well, Crocker's got some questions to answer. If they want to come back here in this one, we'll do what we always do. Let's take a few minutes. We'll come back. We'll talk about things here. I'll maybe give my brief analysis of this one, and then we'll get you all going for the second half. But as it stands, Crocker, they trail by 18 to Norwood here, 32-14. We're back in a few. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round here on 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Another year-end blowout at your Secret Toyota of St. Robert. This time it's for pre-owned vehicles. We have you covered with over 160 nice, road-ready, pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Plus over 18 different makes of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, starting at only $99.88. And the majority come with a lifetime engine warranty. Our choices currently are some of the best we've ever had, and 12 lenders, including credit unions, banks, and Toyota Financial, are ready to help you with great terms and rates. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from your friends at Secret Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart, or 24/7 at SecretToyota.net.
With approved credit, warranty applies to vehicles with less than 85,000 miles and less than 10 years old.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help.
Insurance review.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Hallett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
And back here once again at Norwood High School, again here in Wright County, home of the Norwood Lady Pirates. At the moment, the Lady Pirates are winning this one. They lead the Crocker Lady Lions here by the score of 32-14. Connor Harbin here with you again today, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this one. Of course, hasn't necessarily gone Crocker's way here at the moment. But fortunately, and I've got good news, it's not good news right now. And of course, it's kind of a reach. Well, 18-point leads are comebackable. We'll get to that here in just a moment. But again, 32-14 is your halftime score. We take a look here at the individual scoring numbers for this contest. First of all, taking a look here at Crocker. For a moment, Crocker was able to keep up with Norwood. Only trailed by 5 at the end of the first quarter, 17-12. Unfortunately, the shot stopped falling. A couple of self-inflicted turnovers there. Of course, Norwood not really doing anything crazy defensively. Crocker maybe just playing a little bit out of their own shoes here, a little bit out of control, kind of trying to throw the ball, trying to force things that just aren't there. Only pick up 2 second quarter points, so again, just 14 here at the break. But you do have 2 scores right now with 4. Carly York has 4. She scored all 4 of those in the first quarter. Gretchen Candy has 4 here at the moment. And then you have 3 scores with 2. Tessa Danielson, Emma Ruth, and Lexia Ment all have 2 here at the moment. Again, 12 points in the first and then 14 at the end of the half. Now we take a look here at Norwood. Again, 17 first quarter points for the Lady Pirates. They had 15 in the second. So good news for Crocker. You did kind of hold them steady to the same offensive total. Like I said, most of the problems are on offense here today. But again, still some problems you need to fix defensively. But still 15 points, 32 here at the half. They do have the game's only double-digit score. Autumn Gunter has 10 here at the moment. Jaden Chambers has 8. Addie Gray has 6. Quincy Vestal and Gentry DeVault each have 4 apiece as well. All their starters have scored here in this one. Only the 1 sub coming in for Norwood in that first half. So both teams not really going too deep into their bench tonight. I believe we've only seen 1 sub for Crocker as well. Crocker, ultimately, it all comes down to this. 1, got to keep it under control a little bit. We saw it early in the game. Norwood came out in that full court press. Crocker maybe not really ready for it. Kind of threw the ball away a little bit, although they were able to keep up at the time. But also on the offensive end, when you get to your own half court, you got to make sure you keep it under control. If you have to pass it, pass it. If you don't have to force it, just remain patient, and the shots will start falling. That's the good thing. If you keep shooting, shoot or shoot and all that, they will start to fall, hopefully, in this second half. But on the defensive end, got to start rebounding. You are a little bit outsized here today. It's not really something I talked about a whole lot, but Gentry DeVault, 6-footer down in there for Norwood. Obviously a little bit of size in there, giving I almost said Waynesville, sorry about that, later in the week, but giving Crocker a lot of trouble inside. Chambers quite tall there as well, but ultimately you got to box out, and after you box out, you got to make sure you go get that basketball. We've had a couple of offensive rebounds here in this game as well, where Crocker has got the box out, but there's just nobody to go get the ball. Then eventually somebody will go pick it up there from Norwood. Fortunately, these are all things that are fixable, and again, you flash back even to Friday's championship game. Remember, Crocker was in the reverse part of this situation. They led Iberia by 15 at the half. We saw what Iberia almost did to Crocker, so who's to say? You come out, you make some shots, you start to whittle away at that lead a little bit. If you can build an 18-point lead in 2 quarters, you can take away an 18-point lead in 2 quarters. We'll see if the Lady Lions can get it done here tonight. Time for the Faith. We'll see if Crocker can get it done. We're back in 2 minutes for the start of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. It's the Class 2 sectional round. Crocker and Norwood score Norwood 32, Crocker 14 here on 97.9 The Source.
This is Richard at Paul's Furniture. If you're looking for a huge selection of name brand furniture like Ashley, FlexSteel, Bedcraft, we've got it all in stock and ready to go at the very best prices that you can. And on top of that, we're going to give you 12 months, same as cash financing. We're going to give you your free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Come to Paul's Furniture for the best furniture at the best prices.
Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue, and get the Napa know-how. Wintertime driving is tough. You don't want to wait to get caught off guard. That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, certainly applies to wintertime driving. Napa batteries, windshield wipers, jumper cables, battery chargers, all the good stuff to keep your vehicle looking and running its best is what you'll find at your Napa parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply opens 7 days a week just off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
At Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center, our cutting-edge cardiology services ensure your heart stays strong so that you can be there for all of life's important events. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert care, and a dedication to continual improvement, we're your trusted partner in heart health. Count on us to ensure you're there for the moment.
32-14. We're outscored 15-2 if they want to move on to the final 8. Connor Harbin here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Norwood will start with the basketballs. And you'll have your starters out there. Addie Gray on the left wing. She'll get it off here to Autumn Gunter. Driving baseline, didn't have it. Candy doing a good job to keep her in front there, but they'll get it out to the left elbow over to Jaden Chambers. Gentry to vault, one dribble. Now picks it back up here. And they'll get it all the way back out to half court here over to Chambers. To the right wing on over to, that's going to be, apologies there, Quincy Vestal. Left side here, Addie Gray. To Chambers, left side here, now a hard pass inside. Gunter, shot through Candy, shot blocked by Candy, got a clean one there. She'll get the rebound, now she'll get fouled. Gunter, too much contact, trying to guard her down the floor. So Candy the block, the rebound, and also drew the foul, although nobody's really in foul trouble tonight. Again, we've had pretty much a foul-free game. But the foul is called here on Autumn Gunter, who picks up her first, and team first in the third. Emma Ruth with the basketball here. Crocker going with their 5 starters. Gretchen Candy, right wing, looking for the cut. Has a Ment in stride. Left side layup is no good. Off the rim. And another, at least good attempt, good thought. Ends up in a Crocker miss. Norwood got the rebound back across. A minute's already gone by here in this third. To the left wing, Addie Gray. Gray to the wing. Thought she had some space inside. Instead, she'll have to pass it around the perimeter. Going inside, Jaden Chambers. Back to her left, on to Gunter now. Gunter through Candy this time. Is able to get the shot off for 2. 34-14. First time tonight, we've got a 20-point lead. Root to the wing, Olivia Hayes now. Pump fake, brings it down. Now looking to drive on Gunter, going all the way in. She's going to be fouled, blocking foul. And Olivia Hayes will get in here for 2. So the foul's called here on, they'll call it on Autumn Gunter, her second. And Hayes will be shooting 2 here. It's Hayes' first trip to the line, Crocker's second trip total. As Hayes sinks the first. Substitution here, Haley Hall will check in. Autumn Gunter will check out. So that is your leading scorer off the floor right now here for Norwood. Second free throw for Hayes. Rainbow shot, but good. So Hayes is on the board here with her first 2. Officially all 5 starters in the books tonight for Crocker. And we're back to where we started, 34-16. Gray, top of the key, just inside the three-point line. Long 2, nothing but net. Gray with 8 now, 36-16, back to 20. Lexia Ment gonna have it stripped, but a foul is called here on Chambers. Chambers picks up her first foul. That'll be team foul number 3 here in this third. 3 fouls in 2 minutes here. Called on Norwood. Candy to inbound here from the sideline. Looking toward the corner, but gets that cut from Ament instead. Ament has it, but was underneath the basket for the layup. It's again, Crocker just cannot finish. Ament was wide open for the layup, but couldn't wrangle it in by the time she was underneath the basket. Couldn't make the layup. DeVault, one dribble, top of the key now over to Hall. Step to her right, and now on to Gray. Gray being followed by Ruth all the way in, open left side layup, good. Gray with 10, 38-16. Now a timeout going to be taken here by Crocker. So Crocker will take the timeout. 30-second timeout as we keep it right here for you. The problems have persisted into the second half, at least on the first couple possessions here for Crocker. They're getting to the basket. They're getting shots. but they're just not making them. They're not setting themselves up properly. That time again, Ament was wide open underneath the basket, but just couldn't control the dribble. Ended up underneath the basket, tried to salvage it, but it's very, very hard to make a shot when you're underneath your own basket. Don't know how common knowledge that is, but it's unfortunately a storyline here in this game. So Crocker will get the basketball here out of the timeout. They'll inbound from the sideline. 5:32 left to go in the third here. Ament will bring it across half court. Ament at the volleyball line. Pass to the right wing, Candy. Candy to the elbow. Middle of the lane, stops. Turns back around. Needs to find a pass out of the lane here, but we're going to get a 3 seconds here on Candy. It's a call you don't see 3, 4, 5 games at a time. And then it's called and you remember it exists. Same as carrying. But it is called on Candy here. And it is a Crocker turnover. They're lost starts, those two calls. The game has evolved. Top of the key here, Hall. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just a different game. Top of the key here, DeVault. DeVault going to put the ball on the floor. Going to her right. Working it inside to the lane now. Chambers sends it back out. Three-pointer, back of the rim. Rebounded, though, by Chambers. Chambers back out to Gray now. To the left wing here. Hall. Free throw line, DeVault. DeVault sees space to her right. Trying to work across the lane this time. Missed the pass, though. Stolen by Ament. It's a one-on-one back the other way. Ament going for the left side layup through Hall. Missed it. Rebounded, though, by Ruth. Another layup missed. Pass to York. York on the left block. She missed it. And it's rebounded by Norwood. And Crocker will get called for the foul. 2 wide open shots on the left block, and they missed them both. Foul was called on Carly York, who picks up her second. We'll also get another new sub in the game here, Kendall Drake. First time we've seen her tonight. Drake, a freshman guard. Tessa Danielson, speaking of freshman guards, she'll check in as well. Olivia Hayes will check out here for Crocker. Looks like Haley Hall came out for Norwood. Also back in the game here, Autumn Gunter. She replaced Jaden Chambers. Here's a pass to Gunter. Gunter the lob, got it, and puts it in. Got the seal on Candy. Gunter's now got 14 at the 24-point game, 40-16. Ament, right elbow here, Candy. Candy dribbles, back out to Danielson. Danielson driving toward the baseline here, gets it back out to the corner. Candy going to set up for 3, well short, off the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by Ruth. Ruth off to Ament. Ament the floater, nothing but net. There you go, Ament's got 4. 40-18. Gray across half court, leads back to again 22. Another lob here for Gunter. Candy got a hand on it this time, but Gunter still finds it anyway and puts it in. Gotta have help defense from behind here. They look for it again, got the same play, 42-18. 3:23 to go in the third. Ruth all the way in, layup. That one got the roll. Nice little move there for Ruth. We talked about how hard it is to make a shot underneath the basket. That time she got it, 42-20. Gray on to Drake, guarded by Danielson. Freshman guarding freshman. Here's another lob. Again, no help defense. They're running the same play each and every time. And right now, Candy can do really nothing about it. You got the seal up front, but they're putting picture-perfect passes in there. Ament, though, the floater back the other way. Ament's got 6 now, and we'll have a timeout taken here by Norwood. So Norwood's going to take, I believe, Nope, Crocker took the timeout. Apologies there. 30-second timeout. So we keep it right here. I remind you, stay tuned for Tuesday info. Of course, we're still maybe working on something there for Tuesday. But on Wednesday and Thursday, we will have guaranteed Waynesville Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball. Lady Tigers up first. Of course, both games, same time, same place, Parkway South High School over in Manchester, off toward the St. Louis area, of course. The Lady Tigers play on Wednesday. They got the 4 seed. They'll take on 5th-seeded Parkway South. Pregame 3:45. And then the 8th-seeded Waynesville Tigers will take on number 1 seed Eureka at 4 o'clock on Thursday. So make sure you tune on in for those. Friday, all dependent on what happens here during the week. We may have a game, we may not have a game. It all depends. No more guaranteed games past this point in the season. So we get back to it here again, 22-point lead, 44-22 in favor of Norwood. 2:45 left to go in the third here. 10-second call going to be called here. As Ament got her hand on it there. Quincy Vestal was trying to get the dribble back. Just couldn't seem to get it back into her hands. And then just forgot to cross half court. So Crocker gets the basketball back here. Candy off to Ament. Left side of the floor. Now going to center the basketball here. Looking to drive here on Gunter. To the right block, York. Back out to Ament. Ament, the shot from 8. Ament's starting to hit her stride here a little bit. She's got all six of Crocker's last points. She's got 8 total, 44-24. Driving right baseline here, Gunter. Trying to go through Candy, but a foul is going to be called. Candy, too much body there. Picks up her first. Team foul number 2 here on Crocker in the third. Jaden Chambers back in the game. Drake will check out. It is going to be Norwood inbound from the baseline. Left side of the basket. To the corner, Gray. Gray going to pop the 3. Front of the rim. High rebound. Danielson has it. Danielson had it poked by Chambers, but Candy still comes up with it. Candy inside the three-point line, trying to send it out to the opposite corner, but it's stolen by Chambers. Chambers able to save that one from going out of bounds. She hustled down the floor there. Last one down the floor, but still got that pass going to the corner. Here's Gray on the drive. She goes out to the wing. Three-pointer for Vestal. Back of the rim. Rebounded by Chambers. Chambers back out to the corner. Chambers has worked really hard tonight. Here's a long ball. That time the mid-range jumper going long. We'll get a jump here off the rebound. Arrow pointing toward Crocker. Like I said, I remember Jaden Chambers from last year's game. She's a sophomore guard. Good rebounder. Also good inside. Not the tallest player on the floor. But man, she works hard. Top of the key, Ament into York. York right block, trying to work through DeVault. Missed the first shot, got her own rebound. Tries to dribble it, but will dribble it out of bounds. 1:33 now to go in the third. Crocker going to come up in the full court press this time. And try to make it a little difficult, although Norwood is going to break it. Gray across half court. Had it poked loose by Danielson, but Gray picks it back up. Off to DeVault. DeVault still in the corner. Goes to her right. Gets around York. Elbow to the left block, Gunter. Gunter going to her right. Shot blocked by Candy, but Candy sent it out of bounds. Norwood ball underneath right side here. Still 44-24. This quarter's been a little more even than the quarters past, but still Norwood winning the quarter 12-10. Inbounds pass to DeVault. To the block now, Gunter. Gunter double teamed underneath. Try to get it back out, but 3 seconds is called. And it will be Crocker ball. Lexi Ament, top of the key here. Steps back, lobs it on into Candy. Candy, one dribble. Shot from 6, no good. Rebounded though by York. York on the right block, missed another one. Rebounded though by Candy. Candy going to be fouled, and Candy heads to the line here. So Candy back to the line. By back to the line, I mean first trip. Third trip to the line for Crocker, so if you want to be precise. Crocker back to the line. I'm just a series of stock phrases, and I put them all together. Sometimes it works. Candy, 4 points tonight. Foul was called on Quincy Vestal as Candy misses the first. First miss tonight from Crocker from the line. They were previously 4 for 4. But Candy still has one more here. Second one up, second one good. Candy's got 5 now. We're back to 19, 44-25. Crocker's maintained this quarter. Unfortunately, maintaining's not going to get you anywhere. Here's a foul called on Ruth. Crocker wanted the push. They didn't get the push. Instead, Ruth will pick up her second personal. 50.6 now on the clock here in the third. This game has gone by rather quickly tonight. This game about 50 minutes old as Gunter comes to her left. Screen set by Chambers, but Gunter will stop on the wing. Back out to the volleyball line here, Chambers. Chambers going out to the wing. Now going to be guarded by Danielson. To the wing, Gray. Now top of the key, Vestal. Crocker guarding hard here. Not letting Norwood just dribble it out here, although that seems to be the intention for the Lady Pirates. To Gunter. Gunter, right block. Now going to throw up the shot. Blocked into the hands here of DeVault, who finishes it off. That's happened about 3 times tonight to Crocker, which sometimes you just have to shrug your shoulders and say it happens. But Crocker might get the final shot here. Ament going to lob one up for York. York, the catch and shoot. No good. Candy's got the shot. Bucket and the foul. So Candy finishes it off the offensive rebound. She'll be fouled from behind as well. Candy's now got 7 and can tie for the leading total tonight from the line. Foul was called again on Quincy Vestal, her second. Free throw up for Candy is good. Candy now 2 of 3 from the line tonight, and again has 8. Still 2.9 to work with though. Norwood gonna look to pass it inbounds here. Gonna get it into DeVault. DeVault just gonna hang on to it and run out the clock. We got 8 minutes to play. So Crocker maintains. They trail by the same amount that they did at the half. Unfortunately for Crocker tonight, that's just not gonna be enough. Still got 8 minutes to play though. Anything can happen. We'll come back in just a few. 60 seconds to be precise. 46-28 your score. Class 2 sectional round here on 97.9 The Source.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44 exit 156 in Waynesville and online at lowechevy.com.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Crocker steal to start the quarter, although they'll miss the layup. Ball stripped from behind here. And it's going to be given on back over to Norwood. Connor Harmon here with you, 97.9 The Source. 7:51 to play here in this ball game. Crocker unfortunately trailing by 18. Played an even third quarter, but that second quarter has been the decision maker here tonight. Connor Harmon again, 97.9 The Source, if I didn't already mention that. Hattie Gray up the left sideline, going to bring it on to the wing. Now dribbles into the corner. Picks up the dribble, going to throw it back toward half court, but it's run down here by DeVault. Still starters on the floor here. It looks like for Norwood. Crocker's got starters plus Tessa Danielson. She's still in here for Olivia Hayes. Pass going inside to DeVault. DeVault moving toward her right. Fades right side of the lane. Missed it short. Rebounded by Ament. Ament, one of your leading scorers tonight for the Lady Lions. She's got 8, trying to make it 10. Layup left side. Missed it. Rebounded by Chambers. Chambers going to bring it down the floor herself here. Center of the floor. Layup, left side, fouled, 2 shots incoming. Tonight, and this is extremely reductive, the field goal percentage for Crocker has been their undoing. Just lots and lots of missed shots. Shots that they've normally hit, especially through that district championship run. Chambers does miss the first here. We'll set up for number 2. The game can sometimes be simplified to just that. Well, you miss shots, you don't win. You make shots, you win. But like I said, there's got to be a few other things here tonight, but I think that missed layup there very indicative how this one's gone. Second free throw for Chambers, also no good. Crocker's got the rebound. Trying to finish strong, though, are the Lady Lions. Trying to get it inside to York, but it's stolen away by DeVault. DeVault going to dribble away from traffic. Now she'll pass it on here, too, over to Vestal. Vestal to the right wing now, Chambers. Chambers has space on the baseline, underneath the basket now. Swings it back out to the left wing, Gunter. Corner now, Chambers. The lob pass inside to DeVault. DeVault spins to her right. Backboard, rim, no good. Another rebound for Candy. Candy will bring it down here. Cross. Stops on the elbow, throws up the jumper. Good. Candy, now your leading scorer tonight with 10. 46-30. Back to 16 here. Still 6 minutes to go. Crocker going to need to play a little bit of a sense of urgency. But they'll kick it to the right block here to Vault. Vault turnaround shot, good. DeVault 8. 48-30. Ament left wing. Dribbles it on back. Going to take the long three. Nothing but net. Ament showing off the range. 48-33, we're back to 15. Addie Gray coming up the floor here. Crocker, they're picking him up very quick, playing about 3/4 of the way down the floor. Gray to the elbow. Might have got away with a push there. They get it out to the corner. Gray on the rebound. Puts a shot through Danielson. Whistle and a foul. And they're going to the line. Might have missed a push there on the elbow. Gray, I believe, sent Ruth flying there. But didn't get the call. Eventually gets the offensive rebound inside and gets the 2 free throws. Although Gray will miss the first. That's been a shortcoming of Norwood's game tonight. They've played the game so well in many areas. 50% though from the line here. Actually under. Now they are 50%, 4 for 8. Timeout taken here by Norwood. Back to 16 we go here with 5:29 left on the clock. It's a full timeout. Let's take one too. We're back in a few. 49-33, 5:29 to go. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round here on 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Another year-end blowout at your Secret Toyota of St. Robert. This time is for pre-owned vehicles. We have you covered with over 160 nice, road-ready, pre-owned vehicles to choose from, plus over 18 different makes of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, starting at only $99.88. And the majority come with a lifetime engine warranty. Our choices currently are some of the best we've ever had, and 12 lenders, including credit unions, banks, and Toyota Financial, are ready to help you with the great terms and rates. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from your friends at Secret Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart, or 24/7 at SecretToyota.net.
With approved credit, warranty applies to vehicles with less than 85,000 miles and less than 10 years old.
Crocker ball out of the Norwood timeout. It's still a 16-point game. Again, it was 18 at the half. Crocker's won the half, but that second quarter still looms rather large over the Lady Lions here tonight. Crocker, though, trying to find a furious comeback here. Tessa Danielson on the drive. Left side, middle of the lane, missed it. Rebounded by DeVault. Tough shot that time. Couldn't get it done. On the wing, now a foul going to be called here on Ament. I think going to be called for the reach-in. Ament will pick up her first foul, team foul. Number 3 called on the Lady Lions here. Gunter will inbound to Gray. Gray standing in the corner. Ruth going to come out and guard. The left wing now, opposite wing over to Gunter. Gunter still guarded by Candy. Candy's been in a war here tonight guarding Gunter. In a lot of trouble, but she'll get it back out to the top of the key. Chambers, guarded by Danielson. Almost lost the dribble, able to push on through the lane here. Ball ends up loose, picked up by DeVault though. DeVault shot's blocked by York. York will come up with the rebound as well. She'll find an outlet here in Ament. Crocker coming down the sideline. Here comes Ruth. Ruth passing across the lane. Nice pass from Ruth over to Danielson, who finishes off for 2. We're back to 14. Little by little, but still a rather large double-digit lead with just 4:33 to go. It's another full timeout taken by Crocker. Let's take one, too. Back in 60. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round, 97.9 The Source.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, Online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Back after the timeout, charge taken by Crocker. Emma Ruth. This time she'll get the push she wanted earlier. And the foul's going to be called here on Addie Gray. Her first team foul here, or first personal, I should say. First team foul. And Crocker will take it on back here. Only 4:26 to go in this contest. Still a long way to go. But Crocker's definitely had a much better second half here tonight. Ball tipped out of bounds by Gunter. Stays here with Crocker, however. Again, that 15-2 second quarter has been a killer for the Lions tonight, considering how the rest of the game has gone. Trailed by 5 after 1. Trailed by 16 after 2. Should I say 3. And now I've brought it back to 14. Danielson gonna get it off to Candy here. That's Ament driving baseline, rims out. Rebounded by DeVault. DeVault, though, gonna dribble it out of bounds. And that's back to the Lions. DeVault dribbled it off her leg, trying to look down the floor. And Crocker will get another shot here. 4:04 left to go. It's Candy to inbound from underneath. Gonna hit him. Ament, the left side layup, missed it. Second shot, she's fouled. She's going to the line. Free throw's quite important down the stretch here. It's gonna stop the clock at 4:01. Ament, her first trip to the line tonight. Nobody's taken more than one trip. It's Ament's turn. First free throw, no good. That's actually a lie. I lied to you and I'm sorry. Gretchen Candy has had 2 trips tonight. She got the and 1 back in the third. Second free throw for Ament now. That one is good. Ament's got 12. She leads the way for Crocker tonight. 49-36. Ball tipped out of bounds, but it is going to be still Norwood ball. So Norwood keeps it. They'll re-inbound from the baseline. Ball comes into Chambers. Chambers back now to Gray. Gray up the middle of the floor. She's looking to push it here. Inside the three-point line to the middle of the lane. Shot blocked, but a foul's called here on Ament. So the foul's picked up actually on Emma Ruth, her third. And it's Gray shooting 2. First one up, no good. Like I said, Norwood shooting about 50%, now under 50%. 4 for 9 on the night. That's helped Crocker a little bit. Second free throw for Gray. That one is good. So back to 50% here, 5 for 10. Gray now with 12. 50-36. Ament, runner through the lane. Left it short. Ball out of bounds. Last touch, though, by, I think it was last touch by Ament. Trying to get her own rebound there. Norwood ball. 3:44 here. Do like what Crocker's doing, though. Quick shots. Trailing by double digits is exactly what you need. Chambers, though, on the fast break. Open space in front of her. Left side layup. Left it short. Rebounded, though, by Gunter. She'll get the bucket and the foul. Gunter on the follow-up. Got the bucket. Gretchen Candy will pick up the foul, her third. And Gunter now stands at 20 points, a chance to make it 21. Shot up, rims out, no good. 52-36, we're back to that 16-point line. Tessa Danielson going to throw up the jumper. Not the best shot we could have taken there, but we're going to get a jump off the rebound. That does get it back to Crocker. Don't have to be too impatient. I know I've kind of flip-flopped on that tonight. Be patient with it. Now you need to shoot. Now you need to be patient. Kind of got to find a nice mix of the two. But before we get that inbounds pass from the baseline, we've got a timeout taken here by Norwood. Coach Jessen wants to talk things over. 30-second timeout. So again, I remind you of our upcoming broadcast schedule. Stick around for news on Tuesday. I think it's going to be official, but I need to receive confirmation. If we are, though, it's going to be a nice special game for me. And a long, long drive. But we'll see about that. Of course, Marv will let you know in the morning if that does come to pass. But otherwise, Wednesday and Thursday, you got Waynesville Tiger and the Lady Tiger basketball. Lady Tigers up first, 4 o'clock start over in Manchester, suburb of St. Louis. Waynesville playing against the Parkway South Patriots. 4-5 matchup for you there. And then we'll have the 1-8 matchup. The Waynesville Tigers, they receive the 8. They'll take on the 1 seed Eureka Wildcats. That'll be a 4 o'clock start on Thursday. Friday, all dependent on what happens during the week. Crocker, one of those teams that could play on Friday but needs something here. Lexi Ament will take the inbounds pass. Driving through middle of the lane, left-handed shot, falls off the rim. Loose rebound, picked up though by DeVault. First one there. Off to Chambers. Gunter, cherry picking the other way, able to wrangle it underneath the basket. Easy right side layup for 2. Gunter got back, put it on through. She's got 22. We're back out to that halftime score here, 54-36. Three-pointer, Lexi Ament. Got it! Ament with 15 now. Her second 3 of the game, 54-39. Handoff here to Gray, driving left sideline. Gonna slow it down here. Ruth gets out in front of her. Now gonna look to drive again. Hands it off to Chambers. Chambers gonna get a screen from DeVault. Cuts back the other way now, inside the 3-point line. Back out to DeVault. Olivia Hayes back in the game. She replaced Danielson. Here's Gray now at the volleyball line. 2:35 now left to go here. Foul called on Ruth. And Ruth is gonna pick up foul number 4. Definitely had more whistles here in this half. And that's going to be the 15th foul, so we're going to go to the line. Remember what I said, we didn't have many fouls at all in that first half. Just 2 fouls called in the first. Got a couple more in the second. But now the 2 teams have combined for 7. Actually 8. Fourth quarter fouls here. First one no good here for Gray. Gray is 2 for 5 from the line tonight. She's got 12 total. Second free throw is good. Three for 6 in the line now, 13 points. Three-pointer, Tessa Danielson left it short. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Danielson on the sideline. Got her own rebound, going to her left. Runner, middle of the lane, missed it. Rebounded though by Ruth. 2:20 now to go in this game. Ruth on the drive now. She'll go for a layup. That shot's blocked out of bounds. And Crocker will inbound the ball from the baseline here. Candy to inbound, baseline. Gonna lob one up here for Ament. She brings it down near the half-court line. Gonna get around Chambers, runner, no good. Crocker had a chance at the rebound, but it's out of bounds. York and Danielson kind of collided with one another there, and it is Norwood ball. Full court press again shown by the Lions. 2:10 to go. This clock becoming ever so restrictive here. Pass to the middle of the floor here. Chambers, that's going to be... Are we going to get a foul on that? Wow. I am 99% sure that's a travel before the foul, but the foul is what's going to be called. And we're going to the line here. It'll be Jaden Chambers. So Chambers will go to the line here. That's the 5th here on Emma Ruth. Again, as it looks like here, Brooklyn Newman will be the one to replace Ruth. So Coach Bildner giving Newman some last-second instructions here. She'll check in. Ruth will get a nice round of applause here as she finishes her high school career. Of course, a senior who's meant so much to this Crocker team. First free throw here for Chambers is no good. Chambers 0 for 3 from the line. Second free throw for the sophomore is also no good. Rebounded by Candy here. They'll come back the other way. 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Candy has it stripped, picked up by Gray. Gray will come up the left sideline, trying to get around Newman. Will get another foul. My word. We've gone from all the contact allowed to almost no contact. And Gray will shoot. First free throw here for Gray is good. Gray 4 for 7 from the stripe. Back to 17 here, 56-39. Second free throw. Hits the rim and falls through. 57-39 here, a minute 50. Gretchen Candy, top of the key. Going to the right, all the way in, layup, missed it, but a foul. 2 more free throws here. Candy shooting 2, sets up for the first. Off the rim, falls out. Candy tonight, 10 total points. Shots up, good on the second. Candy now with 11 for the game. 57-40 here, a minute 43. Crocker still playing hard, but unfortunately looks like gonna fall a little bit short here tonight. DeVault, free throw line, out to the corner. Gunter hangs on to it, now to the wing DeVault. Out to the volleyball line here, Gray. The left wing now. Gonna bring it on out, back to Gunter at the volleyball line. Going back out to the wing now. Screen set, top of the key here, over to Vestal. Vestal will be fouled. And we're going back here for Vestal. Vestal's first free throw here is good. Vestal 2 for 3 from the line, 5 points total. Second free throw, also good. Vestal has 6 now, 59-40. Vestal now going to check out here, checking in once again, Kendall Drake. Ament, top of the key, floating it on into Candy. Candy, right block, layup, good. Ament, Candy kind of playing the 1-2 show right now. Candy now with 13 points tonight. Whistle, foul down the floor. 2 free throws. So Crocker will finish its season here. So Addie Gray steps back to the line at 22-7. First free throw is good here for Gray. We get 2 subs here. Checking out of the ball game, Carly York, also Gretchen Candy as well. Into the game, of course, 2 of your seniors. Excuse me, not 2 of your seniors, but 1 of your seniors here in Katie Huey. Of course, you also have the freshman Haley Stewart in as well, as Gray does hit the second as well. Gray had a bit of a wishy-washy start from the line, but she's hit her last 5 now, 61-42. Lexi Ament, free throw line. Again, 53 seconds to go. Runner, good. Ament now with 17. Timeout taken here by Crocker. So Crocker going to take the full timeout with 50.4 here to go in this game. Trailing by 17. And this one pretty much done and dusted. Again, the winner of this one, a.k.a. Norwood, at this point. They'll move on to face the winner of Crane and Miller. Again, don't have a score from that one. Not been able to really access anything on the old internet tonight. Was able to access my internet, my email, and YouTube for some reason. And that, fortunately, was good enough. So, glad I even got this broadcast on here today. But of course, big thank you to Norwood High School. So we wrap this one up here tonight. They've been marvelous hosts. Helped me set up the internet. Of course, running off their school internet here tonight. And so we'll get it going here. Out of the Crocker timeout, it is Norwood ball. on the baseline. Addie Gray. Going to toss it in here to DeVault, and DeVault going to be fouled. Crocker still fouling here late. Going to send DeVault to the line. DeVault, first free throw, up, good. DeVault's now got 9. She hits her first free throw. So we see Madeline Fancher check in now for Crocker. Fancher going to replace Ament here. Fancher, a junior guard, as DeVault hits the second. She'll join Gray and Gunter in double digits tonight. 63-44. Ball out here to Danielson. Danielson moving toward her left. Lost the dribble. Out of bounds, though. They'll say it was stripped, though. Touched by Norwood. Crocker will inbound from the baseline. 33 to go here. Trying to get it to Huey, but it's thrown into the backcourt. Fancher there to run it down, though. Stops top of the key. Going to hand it off to Newman. Newman to the wing. Stops and pops the three here. Good. Brooklyn Newman good for 3. Here in the tail end of this one, 63-47, another foul. And we'll go the other way. Gray back to the line. I'll have to increase my free throw column for her tonight. She's taken the lion's share of the free throws in this one, at least on the Norwood side. Comes with the territory of being the point guard, suppose. When you intentionally foul like this, first free throw is good. 64-47. Second free throw, also good. 65-47 here. Crocker looks like they'll get final possession. Just a chance to end your season on a made bucket. Fancher, volleyball line here. Hands it off to Newman. Newman going to her left. 5 seconds now, off to Huey. Huey, one dribble, back out to Newman. Newman just going to pop the long three. Rims out, and this one will come to a close. So the Crocker Lady Lions, unfortunately, will see their season here and tonight. They put up a valiant effort, but do fall short 65-47. So we'll do what we always do. We'll take a few minutes. We'll come back. We'll talk about things. And then we'll get you all set up for the rest of the week. We're not going to finish our broadcast season just yet. We've still got a few more teams left to go. But again, your final score here tonight, Norwood 65, Crocker 47. You're listening to the Class 2 sectional round here on 97.9 The Source.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Hallett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
This is Richard DePaul's Furniture. If you're looking for a huge selection of name brand furniture like Ashley, FlexSteel, Bedcraft, we've got it all in stock and ready to go at the very best prices that you can. And on top of that, we're going to give you 12 months, same as cash financing. We're going to give you your free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Come to Paul's Furniture for the best furniture at the best prices.
Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. And get the Napa know-how. Wintertime driving is tough. You don't want to wait to get caught off guard. That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, certainly applies to wintertime driving. Napa batteries, windshield wipers, jumper cables, battery chargers, all the good stuff to keep your vehicle looking and running its best is what you'll find at your Napa parts store. St. Robert Auto Supply opens 7 days a week just off Missouri Avenue.
And again, back here at Norwood High School, just wrapping this one up here tonight. Unfortunately, the Crocker Lady Lions, they see their season end here tonight. Final score in this one, Norwood 65, Crocker 47. So again, Connor Harbin here with you tonight, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this broadcast today. If you're still listening for Norwood, of course, nice to meet you. Hopefully you'll tune in some other time if we ever cross paths with Norwood once again. But, of course, we got to focus on Crocker here tonight. Unfortunately, one bad quarter. If you take a look at things here in this one, you have, of course, the 5-point lead, 17-12 after one. But second quarter, Crocker just could not buy a bucket. Everything was bouncing off the rim. They couldn't get a three-pointer. They couldn't get a layup. They couldn't get a mid-range jumper. And sometimes that's just the way things go. And so you'll take a look at this one. You'll grimace a little bit, but you got to remember, you can very much be back next season. We'll get to that here in just a moment, but let's go over your individual scoring numbers here for this contest tonight. First, we take a look at Crocker. Crocker had 12 first quarter points, as I mentioned, only 2 in the second. That was the killer here tonight. So 14 at the half for Crocker tonight. They picked up 14 more in the third quarter. They had 28 after 3, and then another 19 in the fourth quarter tonight for 47 total. Leading the way for the Lady Lions tonight, freshman Lexi Ament. That's a big reason why I say you can be back here next year. Ament led the way with 17 in this one. Also, you had the sophomore, Gretchen Candy, reaching double digits as well. She finished with 13 here for the game. Other scores include Carly York and Emma Ruth, each with 4 in this one. You had Tessa Danielson, who picked up 4. Brooklyn Newman had the three-pointer there at the tail end of that game. And then Olivia Hayes had the 2 points there as well. Again, 47 total here for Crocker tonight. Unfortunately, they fall by 18. Quick look at Norwood. 3 scores in double digits tonight. Autumn Gunter led the way. Gunter is a junior. Gunter was definitely a great player last year. That is still the case this year. She had 22 here in this one. Addie Gray got herself to the free throw line quite a bit. Also was very accurate from outside tonight. She finishes with 17. And then you had Gentry DeVault. She finishes with 10 here in this game. 2 other scores, Jaden Chambers with 8, and Quincy Vestal, she had 6 for the game. 5 starters for Norwood provided all of the scoring here in this one. So as of right now, big thank you to those of you who have texted me the information here tonight. It will be Norwood and Miller in the quarterfinals here this year. Miller apparently did defeat Crane. Apparently it was a pretty darn close game in that fourth quarter. Last time I had checked, actually turns out to be 61-53, so it looks like Miller was able to pull away there at the tail end of that one. So we'll wish Norwood luck, but again, we'll kind of just summarize Crocker's season as well. When you take a look at the preseason previews and all that, and you take a look at all the publications, nobody really had Crocker being this good. Of course, that just means you've surprised some people, and you can continue. Well, now, next year, target's going to be on your back. Very good season for the Lady Lions. I'm not really the best with words. I'm not really the best at being, I don't know what the words I'm looking for is, and I think that illustrates my point here. But you look at this roster. Obviously, losing Emma Ruth next year to graduation is going to hurt. Of course, Ruth, very fun player to watch over the last few years. You know me, I like my fast, chaotic games. I like lots of defense and steals and passes being jumped. Ruth was pretty much one of the players who could do that most consistently, but that's going to hurt. But you take a look at the rest of this roster. Of course, Lexi Ament, she led the way here tonight. She's just a freshman. You have Gretchen Candy. What a player she's become. She's just a sophomore. She'll have her junior year next year. Tessa Danielson coming off the bench as a 6th man. Expect her to start next year as a sophomore. This is a team that's going to be around for several years, and I think that's kind of a commonality at the entire top of the Frisco League. You take a look at other top teams this year, such as Iberia, such as Richland. They've all got players who are freshmen, sophomores, and I think that's just so darn cool that some of these teams are going to be good for years to come, and especially the fact that, well, some teams that I'm not mentioning here right now might get those players down the stretch. So I'm excited for next season. Unfortunately, it does end tonight here for Crocker, but I think if you're the Lady Lions, if you're Coach Bildner, you hang your head high. You had yourself a wonderful year. Any team that has 20-plus wins in a season, I think, can definitely say that. Only one team gets the win in the end. It's just unfortunately not Crocker here this year. So before I sign off for tonight, I want to go ahead and take a look, once again, to remind you of our broadcast schedule for the rest of the week. Make sure you stay tuned. Again, we may be on the road tomorrow. I've not been able to iron anything out. I'm trying to work on something behind the scenes, But I think it looks like what we're actually going to be doing is going to Parkview. Not Parkview, Parkway. Wednesday and Thursday. That's the guarantee. Again, Tuesday, we'll just kind of hang it up there for now. But Wednesday and Thursday, Parkway South High School. We'll start with the Waynesville Lady Tigers. And that'll be on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'm kind of tripping over my words here. I got people going back and forth, and I'm easily distracted. But that's going to be a 4 o'clock start. They're taking on the tournament hosts, the Parkway South Patriots. So we got kind of another pseudo home game coming up here. That will start at 3:45. We'll have your pregame there. We'll run it just like normal. Then the next day, I'll come back to Waynesville, and then I'll drive right back out to St. Louis because we got the Waynesville Tiger Boys at Parkway South as well. But they will be taking on number 1 seed Eureka. That will also be a 4 o'clock start. And, of course, we'll have pregame for you at 3:45. I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. Like I said, Friday, it does depend on the result of that Lady Tigers basketball game. If Waynesville wins on Wednesday, we would play on Friday. But I think other than that, that would be the only possible game we do have at that point. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbert. Also a big thank you to everybody who texted me information here tonight. Kind of got me through my pregame and my postgame. But hope you enjoy listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here this evening. Again, your final score in this one, Norwood 65, Crocker 47. You've been listening to the Class 2 sectional round right here on 97.9 The Source. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
This February, love your drive with Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville. They have offers just for you that are absolutely irresistible, like cash back and cash allowances on 2024 Silverados and Equinoxes. Plus, rates as low as 1.9% on select 2024 models will make your heart race. Don't wait. Fall in love again at Lowe Chevrolet and love your drive like never before. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville, and online at lowechevy.com.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Thank you.